So right here I've made a significant bit of progress on the hilt. So got the Type-C port on the back, kill switch, dual momentary switch on there. Got the blade connector, PCB there. Got everything basically wired up to the CFX besides the return. So these two wires are going to the battery. You got your negative, your positive. This is the positive lead that's going to the bottom PCB. This is the bottom ground or negative lead for the PCB, and then this is the data line for the lower PCB. I still got to connect up the speaker connections and the battery negative. I got the battery positive already to the board, mainly returning from the kill switch, so that way I can kill the power to the board whenever I'm charging up the battery. Check the charging module, everything is working on the charging module perfectly. So now it's just getting everything ready to go here. I'm debating about doing a PCB setup where I end up putting a PCB on the end here that I can pull out to access the SD card and everything right here. It all depends on how much room I have here. I'm gonna have to check the distance because this chassis slides inside here, and it just depends on how far in here into this channel right here it goes. So right here I got some PCB connectors that I came up to work with the stock connectors here. I have one that's got to fit inside the one side of the chassis and one to fit in the other end of the hilt body, so to accommodate for all the pads connections on here. Hence the cross pattern. That way there's full clearance for all the connectors. There are 4 small holes in each one of these for the screw connections, and then there's the opening for the actual brass piece that's going to be the alignment tool. So you just have to make sure that there's enough clearance for all the wire connections. So that's why all this was set up right here. Just measured how large of a space I was going to need, and then rendered that in Blender. And the external diameters based on where it's going to fit. Like the piece that's going to fit in the upper part of the hilt has to be 25.4 millimeters, while the other one has to be around 29 millimeters, hence it's quite a bit thicker than the 25.4. Printing out 2 extra pieces just in case, one extra of the 25.4 and the other one of the 29 millimeter needed, and then this will sit right center. So here's one of the PCB holders doing exactly what I decided to do. So made it so it's a real nice tight fit, and then when you flip it over you can see you get access to each one of the pads. Gotta be able to have enough clearance, and it holds this really nice and tight. Get it lined up where if I wanted to use the screw holes, you can see right there, there's the hole, there's the hole, there's the hole, and there's the hole right there. Where the locator stud goes, right in that spot. So this way I have play clearance for wires. I can pop this out of place. Turned out really nice. I gotta clean this one up a little bit more. Get this ready. This one's the part that's gonna go in the upper here on this end. And it's gonna have just enough clearance where it slides into here and connects up with the lower. This piece lines up, and then that locator will be set just right. boom, connect it right up. Okay, so now I got these trimmed down to where they sit flush. And I'm just going to simulate it, kind of show you how these PCBs work. So there's a brass pin or copper pin that you use to help locate it. And whenever it's inside the hilt, it slides into the slot on this one and helps all the pins line up to their locations. And these close down on each other and complete the connections. Kill switch kills it. Okay, so now I got the upper portion of the hilt right here. Recharge port, kill switch, momentary switches. This is a connector PCB for to connect the upper to the lower. It's spaced out here so that I could access the SD card on the crystal focus here. Got the upper blade made for it. So this is a 30-inch blade. This one is a 20-inch blade for the lower. It's got the lower chassis in it. Got the other end of the stock PCB right there, where it connects up to. And then the set screw for the cover tech is what holds the lower chassis right in place. Right now it's got the charging module on, so if I check battery level, right now it's just charging the battery. But I can still operate it while it's plugged up. So, kill switch just cuts off the power. Nothing running to the crystal focus at the moment. So really the only disappointment to the hilt right now is the speaker. Just because with everything I was packed in here, I ended up going with a small speaker, a 28mm, just a regular flat speaker. Have a decent little resonance spot on there, but it just doesn't produce enough kick to it.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, then please press the like button.
And if you like what you've been watching, please hit the subscribe button.
To see our latest video, click on the link to the right.
Thank you again. Later.